So I don't think people realize just what Coinbase is doing with their new Base chain. Base is the layer 2 of Coinbase. And a lot of people are excited about it. We've seen by a ton of different metrics, Base growing like crazy and total active users, transactions. It's been insane, actually. Insane growth. But here's the thing. We are just getting started. And I recently listened to an interview that got me super excited. One of the main developers of the Base chain was talking about what their goals are and what they want to do. And I took some notes on my other phone as I listened through. And I'm going to tell you guys what, I was already excited about the Base chain, already excited about cryptos launching on it, but this is even way bigger than that. This is about onboarding the next 100 million users into crypto, into DeFi in particular. And in this video, I want to give you guys some tidbits, give you guys my thoughts, just kind of talk at you. Here on the channel, we do a ton of different style videos. We do kind of dive into news articles, but sometimes I like these talking head videos, as I like to call them, strictly because we get to build a relationship, you and I, the viewer, and I give you just kind of my raw thoughts and my opinions on what's going on. So make sure you hit the like button down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and you're going to love what I got for you guys. So what Base is trying to do, and by the way, if you guys don't know what Base is, it's a layer 2 sitting on top of Ethereum. One thing we found out just in general here before we get into Base, L2s are plentiful and we need a lot of them. They are unbelievably rewarding too, in terms of getting better throughput, better transaction fees, so much cheaper, so much faster. And there's gonna be a ton of L2 winners. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but the Base chain is actually using the Optimism stack. So Optimism is another layer 2. Base is actually kind of partnered with Optimism in a lot of ways. Actually, Optimism, the team over there, and the currency, the project over there, they actually get a percentage of fees on Base, right? So they're working together. And a lot of people are like oh, it's Arbitrum, it's Optimism, it's Base, they're all competing, it's Polygon. No, a lot of these L2s are gonna be merging together and working together when it's all said and done. Optimism and Base already doing that because Base is using the Optimism stack. Now, in addition to that, what is Base trying to do? What is their actual goal? Well, here's the way I look at it. Think about how Google was for the internet. You started on Google, you put your search in, right? It queries data, and then you go on the internet where you want to go. Well, I think Base could be the Google of the early years of blockchain adoption. And we're still early, by the way. If you're watching this and you're in crypto, you're part of the 4, 5, 6% that's here before anybody else. And Base can be what Google was early on in the internet years and what they still are today. It's the first stop in the new internet of Web3. And they're going to be trying to do this in a multitude of ways. So one of the things that they do already right now is their builders or developers on Base, they get a lot of money. They're rewarded on Base for building on top of the blockchain, on top of the L2. That's beautiful because developers like to get paid for their contributions. They also get governance votes when they build great products and services. But what they're really trying to do with Base is connect all chains together and make it seamless. This alone could help onboard a ton of people into crypto because right now it's so hard to explain, right? How to use MetaMask and don't click this and don't click that, don't get scammed. And oh, you want to go buy an asset over there? Well, now you got to get on that chain and this chain. Interconnectivity or interoperability is happening with blockchains, and Base is right at the forefront of this revolution. I think they're going to be situated perfectly to help onboard the next millions and millions of users. Base wants to basically build a superchain. And a superchain is one big blockchain that's interconnected where you have interoperability. You have tons of blockchains being able to communicate with other blockchains seamlessly. This could be huge, and I think Base is right there at the forefront in listening to this great conversation. Now, in addition to that, Coinbase right now has over 100 million users on the exchange app, okay? They have 100 million users. Now, some of those are not necessarily active all the time, but they have the potential to basically onboard millions of those people into DeFi. Think about this. Coinbase, the exchange, has 100 million users or people signed up, but only 200,000 people right now, or maybe a little bit above that from these numbers in late March, probably closer to 300,000, are on Base. 300,000 versus 100 million. And we know the roadblocks of getting people from the centralized exchange into DeFi. And they have big plans to make this a seamless transition. Basically make their app way easier to use, and it'll help onboard people into blockchain, into DeFi easily. So does Coinbase have a leg up? You better believe it. They've got a huge leg up, in my opinion, because of how big their network already is. They already have access to 100 million users. Imagine that. Now, the other thing that they want to try to build here, and this is probably another huge roadblock, maybe the biggest roadblock, is wallets. Wallets are not easy to use, and they are actively building what's called the smart wallet. And the smart wallet, again, all kind of focused on interconnectivity, where you can transact easily, do everything right in one place. That's what they want to build. So when we talk about the base chain growing and how big it could be, there are a lot of things happening behind the scenes, guys. And this is why I'm so bullish on this L2 and what they've got coming, because whether you invest in L2s on Coinbase or not, what they're going to be doing and what they're doing right now in terms of onboarding new people into crypto, right? This is going to be your first stop. And then from there, dive in wherever you want to after that, right? But this is literally changing the game right now, and Coinbase is at the forefront. The other thing they're doing over at Coinbase on Base is layer 3s, guys. So think about this. It's basically just a server that businesses can use to build whatever applications they want, right, for their business, but it's interconnected with the entire digital economy. These are what's called layer 3s, and they're focused in on this on Base. Again, creating the Superchain. This is going to be wild. And if Coinbase continues to do this at the pace they're doing it, this is quickly going to become, I think, the fastest way to onboard new users into crypto. That's the video. I was already excited about Base. I'm even more excited now. Let me know if you agree, disagree, what your overall thoughts are on all of this. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. Don't forget to check out all the links down below. We'll see you in the next video.